the state or condition of having little or no money, goods, or means of support. Most Americans experience relative poverty, which defines the poor as those who lack what is needed by most Americans to live decently. In 2012, 48 million Americans lived in poverty. This means roughly 1 out of 7 people in the U.S. live in poverty.
Half of the jobs in the nation pay less than $34,000 a year. According to the 2011 U.S. Census Bureau, a family of 4 is considered to be in poverty if they earn less than $23,021 a year.
A U.S. family of 4 basic needs budget in Nebraska is $31,080, but in Boston, Massachusetts, it increases to $64,656. The number of Americans on welfare is higher than the number of Americans who actually have full-time jobs.
Six million people in the U.S. have no income other than food stamps. We currently have the highest rate of poverty since 1993.
Poverty is a cycle. Children who grow up living in poverty are most likely to live in poverty as an adult. 1.2 million public school students are homeless. Dropout rates of people who come from low-income families are 7 times higher than the dropout rates of people who come from high-income families.
Children who are poverty-stricken are twice as likely to be suspended from school, expelled from school, and/or be a high school dropout compared to children who come from high-income families. The kids living in poverty will more than likely commit crimes when they are adults. The reason behind this is that those kids do not know any better than to be criminals because they've grown up around it.
The lack of jobs in the United States ensures the poverty to continue. The combination of the high cost of living, low-wage jobs, and high unemployment rates contribute to the cause of poverty.
Poverty in America is very different from poverty in India, for example. In America, we don't have mass starvation due to our welfare systems. Even though our welfare systems are not very good, they save the United States from things like mass starvation.
The type and amount of aid available to individuals and dependent children varies from state to state. When the federal government gave control back to the states, there was no longer one source and one set of requirements. Most states offer basic aid such as health care, food stamps, child care assistance, unemployment, cash aid, and housing assistance.
Everyone is affected by poverty. Those that are suffering from being less fortunate are being affected, as well as those who are doing well financially. Those doing well have to pay taxes, which are supporting those on government assistance.
Poverty affects society by the following ways. It reduces the development rate of society, it reduces the economy rate of society, and it affects the lifestyle of the people. How does crime and poverty affect society? They are inversely related. If people have jobs, then the crime rate goes down. But if people don't have jobs, the crime rate is higher. The reason because the criminals also have families they have to support. But if they can't find a job, they need money somehow, and they do it illegally.
One of the many ideas thought to improve poverty in America is raising minimum wage. Yes, it would raise taxes, but it would ultimately help to bring the poverty rate down in America. Creating jobs is another solution to poverty. Creating jobs would help raise the unemployment rate and give families a source of income.
Another idea to help solve poverty is education. The better the education, the better the students' knowledge will be, expanding their jobs. Also, if the kids are better educated, they will know the right and wrongs of society. They will also have a better attitude, work ethic, and perseverance.
We need to better educate our youth for life in the workplace. We also need to encourage them to seek higher education. This could help people fill jobs and decrease the unemployment rate in the United States.
Strengthening families could decrease poverty rate in the United States. Lowering the divorce rate would cause people to not pay child support. This could also allow families to keep their income together to help each other.